Alright, okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning to everyone. Okay, I hope everyone is fine here this morning. Um, okay, I think I'll start now. So today is our last session, okay, for the semester. And again, your final exam is just around the corner. Okay, so your final exam basically is next week, isn't it? Right? It's in 8 days time. Yeah, so about a week. All right. So I think you don't have much time, but you have to start doing your revision now. Okay, so perhaps I hope that you are able to benefit today's session. Okay, as your last session, and we are going to discuss our chapter 5 questions. Our chapter 5 questions. Okay, and before I start, let me just remind you again. All right, your test is next week, and as I mentioned previously, all right, make sure you are prepared. Okay, for the final exam, especially in terms of course, your mind, of course, and then other stuff like your stationaries, your papers, etc. And the cover page, please don't forget. Okay, so don't forget to download. I've already uploaded cover page for final exam. Okay, as well as I mentioned yesterday, assignment 2 answer. So once I finish marking for assignment 3, okay, I'm going to also upload answers for assignment 3, all right? And I will also perhaps share with you. I'm going to post the coursework marks. Okay, the 60% coursework marks. Maybe either I upload into the ULearn, or perhaps I can just inform you through WhatsApp. But I will decide later. Okay, because I haven't finished marking. Okay, and for assignment 2, all right. For assignment 2, just some feedbacks. I think almost everybody got assignment 2 uh, all correct. Okay, that means you got full marks. Okay, assignment 3 also the similar. Okay, majority got full marks for assignment 3. Okay, however, there are some feedbacks which I would like to highlight for the assignment 2. Okay, um, maybe I'll just share the content. I need a blank sheet. Okay, for assignment 2, all right, if you got the chance to download the answer for assignment 2 yesterday, okay. Now for assignment 2, basically it's about trigo equation. I think trigo equation, there was one question, all right, if you notice, it's like a bonus actually. It's a bonus question to everyone, okay, because the solution is actually not that long, but the lecturer who prepared the question gave 10 marks, for that particular question. A lot of marks for just a short steps, okay. So basically, lecturer would like to give people bonus this time, okay, to top up perhaps your test answers, the test result. Okay, and for assignment 2, basically it was for your trigo, and then your application of trigo. Okay, so that was assignment 2. And I think again, for trigo equation, I would like to remind everybody, trigo equation, make sure for certain question which are not direct. Okay, that means the question needs some modification at the very, very beginning. Like for example, when I say modification for trigo equation, perhaps you have like something like during exam also, if you recall, like sin x, for example. This is just an example. Okay, you have something like this where you cannot do anything, you cannot change. All right, you cannot change sine or cosine to other form. All right, so you need to do something. So maybe one way is actually you square both sides. So the moment you modify at the very beginning of your equation, your final answer, okay, your final solution, you must check. Okay, so you must check. All right, it's a must to check, because if you got to modify, all right, from the very beginning, okay, then the solution at the end all right, perhaps you know that is not the solution, or maybe out of so many, maybe the only solution is only one. So you have that such question in your assignment too. Okay, so if I think if I'm not mistaken, it was something like question I don't, okay, let me see. One of the question where you got the data, you got a few, but then you got to check. Okay, let me just check the question. um, Simon, okay, Simon 2, it was a question, okay, it was question 1B, okay, for assignment 2. So for assignment 2, all right, assignment 2, question 1B, okay, solution you must check. Okay, all right. So that is when I think if people check that solution, you will see that the solution for the angle is only 0 degrees, only one solution. Okay, whereby when you solve it, you got like 3. Okay, all right. So other than that, I think the rest of the question, I think should be okay. And perhaps one other question that I would like to highlight is question 5. Okay, question 5. All right. So question 5, basically, you have your parallelogram has area 40 and pairs of sides with length 5 and 10. Find angles between sides of length 5 and 10. So basically, you have a parallelogram. Okay, so assuming this is 10, this is 5. All right. And of course, this is also 10, this is also 5. Okay, so that is parallelogram. So when the question asks you to find angle between side of length 5 and 10, okay, basically there are two angles that you need to find, this one and this one actually. Okay, so I think half of you actually only find one. Okay, but I think the other half actually also got two, both, right, both answers. So that means one angle is 53.1 and another one is 126.9. Okay, so you got to actually find both angles, so because then both angles basically are the angle between side 5 and 10. Okay, all right, so you got to find both. Okay, so I think for assignment 2, it's only 1B and question 5. Okay, the rest I think majority got it correct. Okay, you got all correct. Okay, so I think result was for assignment 2 was quite good. Okay, similarly for assignment 3 also, the one that I'm marking right now. Okay, also I think a majority got full marks. Okay, and one thing I would like to highlight in terms of assignment 3, again, it's about complex number. So when it is a complex number, if questions say you find, you compute and then write your answer in the form of A plus BI. If they mention like this, A plus BI standard form. Okay, so it has to be real part plus imaginary part. So if people write answer, for example, uh, 2i minus 3 as your final answer. So we deduct marks for that. Okay, we deduct. Even though by right, the answer should be minus 3 plus 2i. Alright, but people write like this. So this one also, marks will be deducted because you don't follow this a plus bi. So it has to be in the form of real part plus imaginary part. Okay, so this part, marks will be deducted. So you make sure you follow correctly. When it is said that it's a plus bi, write it in terms of a plus bi. Alright, okay, so I think for complex number is only, I think this part that I would like to highlight. The rest, I think people got it correct. Okay. Okay, anybody got any question? Other question than the one that I mentioned? Anyone got any other question for assignment? Okay, if there's no question, then perhaps we can just look at tutorial questions for vectors. All right. Okay, so let's look at your textbook. Okay, maybe we can go through together. All right, and if you have questions, you let me know. All right, if not, then I just proceed. And I'm not going to do all, okay? But if there's any question that you would like to see the solution or you do not know how to do it, then I'm going to show you, okay? But the question which I think that you can actually do this, so then I'm not going to do it, all right? Okay, so we'll start by looking at exercise 5.1. Okay, exercise 5.1. All right. All right. This is chapter 5. Okay. All right. Exercise 5.1. Basically, this is just finding distance. Okay, distance between 2 points. So basically, that's the formula. Okay, so formula distance. So I think this one, I think you should be able to do it. Okay, this one should not have any problem because we have done this before. All right, it's just that perhaps, you know, like B and D, these are three coordinate system. So if it's a three coordinate system, you have another coordinate, all right, which is for the Z, where you need to you need to compute. Okay, so I think 5.1 should be okay. All right, so I think exercise 5.1 for A to D, this one should be okay, no problem. All right, and then we move on to 5.2. All right, exercise 5.2 on page 184. Okay, this one also you need to find the vector represented by the directed line segment with initial point A at the origin and terminal point is at the given point. Okay, is it understood, this question? Exercise 5.2. Alright, find the vector represented by the directed line segment with initial point A at the origin and the terminal point is at the given ABCD. So what is this vector? Remember, there's a name for this type of vector where initial is at the origin. Remember the name of that such vector? Initial at the origin, we call it what? Initial at the origin is a position, right? Position vector. Position vector is the vector in which initial, all right, initial point is at the origin. Okay, origin means is if it is three-dimensional space, then it's 0, 0, 0. So to find vector represented by this or find this position vector means that, all right, for this exercise 5.2, you just need to find vector means is what is the component here. You are given, like for example, A is this point 1, 1, 1. Oh, B, it's B is 1, 1, 1. Okay, so perhaps, you know, initial point you can denote as maybe O, for example. Okay, O has this coordinate 0, 0, 0. So what is the vector represented by this directed line segment with initial point A at the origin? Or maybe they call it A. All right, A at the origin. And B is at 1, 1, 1. So then what is the answer for A? Anybody? Quickly, this one should not. Okay, 1. Okay, all right, you put 1, 1, 1. So in this case, all right, it will be AB. The vector will be vector AB, which is 1, 1, 1, like that. Okay, so that's the one. All right, because initial is at 0, 0, 0. Okay, B is 1, 1, 1. So basically 1 minus 0, 1 minus 0, 1 minus 0, right, for the three component. But then in terms of notation, it has to be a correct notation. So either you use this type of notation or your I plus J plus K. Okay, so it has to be vector component, all right, vector notation. So this is a component for vector. Okay, so that is A. So basically B, C, D also similar. Okay, so B BCD should be okay. All right, so it's the same thing here. All right, that is 5.2. Okay, exercise 5.3 on page 186. Find 6 vector 6p, 7p minus 3r and minus 5p plus 2q plus r, where p, q, r are all given vectors. So you are given this p, q, r. Okay, so basically this is like arithmetic operation on vectors. Okay, arithmetic operation on vectors. So you just need to certain expression here you need to multiply by a scalar number. All right, add, subtract. Okay, I think this one also should be okay. This is very direct. Okay, very straightforward, because basically this is just arithmetic operation. Okay, add, subtract, multiply by scalar number. Okay, I think this one should be okay. All right, but if you do have any questions, okay, if you do have problems, you let me know. All right. Okay, then 5.3, 5.4. Okay, 5.4. This one. Find each vector represented by the directed line segment AB below. Okay, basically now this is where a vector, where initial point is not at the origin. Okay, all right. Okay, this one also I think we have done this many times before, because when we solve certain question previously, okay, when we are given points, all right, and we want to establish a vector from the 2 points. So the thing is, you must make sure when you find the component for that particular vector, it has to be terminal minus initial point. Okay, so I think I would say that this A to D also should be okay. All right, should not be a problem for this one. Okay, exercise 5.5 on page 190. Okay, now this is now unit vector. Okay, find the unit vector of 8m minus 3m plus 7n. And okay, now this is a question whereby there's a missing statement actually. Okay, for exercise 5.5. Okay, it should be, there's a missing word like this, for find the unit vector. It should be find the unit vector in the direction, in the same direction, or it can be in the direction. That's the missing statement. Okay, in the direction of, then only you have that 8m. Okay, and then you may have minus 3m plus 7n. Okay, as well as in the direction of 2m minus n, like that. Okay, where m and then etc. You're given. Okay, where m vector is minus 3, 1, minus 3, and n vector is minus 1, minus 2, 3. Okay, all right. So when it comes to unit vector, there should be this statement, because what you want is actually is unit vector in the direction. Okay, remember we did example previously for unit vector. Okay, you have either we say in the same direction or in the opposite direction. Okay, same direction or in the opposite direction. Sometimes they mention in the direction. In the direction means it's the same direction. Okay, same direction, or just no same word. All right, just in the direction. These two means the same thing, because if they say opposite, they will write that. Okay, that word opposite. Okay, but if they don't write the word same, it means it's in the direction. Okay, so these two are the same meaning. All right, so then remember last time, to find unit vector, what you need to do? All right, you need to just take this vector and then you just divide by its magnitude. All right. Okay. Or can someone give me the answer? Can someone give me the answer for this -3 for this vector? Okay. Can someone give me the answer for a unit vector in the direction of this, of -3m plus 7m? Okay. Anybody? Anybody can give me the answer for that? -3m plus 7n. Anybody has done this? Or can you all try now? I give you 1 minute. Give me the answer for this question. Find a unit vector in the direction of -3m plus 7m. Okay, 1 minute. Try this. Okay. Okay. When Hong -2 over set 1193. Okay, -17 set. Okay, so one answer I got from your friend here is -2 over set 1193i minus 17 over set 1193j. Alright, and then plus 30 over set 1193k. Any other answer? Oh, okay, +2. This one. Okay. I need 2 over set 1193i minus 17, 1193j. Okay, plus 30. Okay, so it's the same. All right. Okay. All right. Anybody got any different answer? Okay, so then this is actually is correct answer. This is correct answer. So I hope everybody knows how to do this. So basically, what you need to do, all right, it will be for this question, it will be -3m plus 7n divided by its magnitude of this. Okay, so that will give us a unit vector in the direction of -3m plus 7n. Okay, so if let's say question say you verify your answer. Okay, verify your answer. That means verify answer means what? Because we said unit vector is a vector of length 1. So if question say you verify your answer, you need to just show after you have gotten your answer here. Okay, after you have gotten your answer here, you need to, in order for you to verify, okay, like last time in the example I gave you, you just need to show that the magnitude of the whole thing, in this case, this is your answer. All right, you need to show that the magnitude of this equals 1. Okay, equals 1 unit. This is what you need to show. Okay, so this is again a unit vector. All right, or this one is a unit vector in the direction of minus 3m plus 7n. And to verify, it means that you just need to find the magnitude, okay, of the answer, and then you must see that it equals to 1 unit. Okay, so I think the other two you should be able to do this. All right. Okay. Okay, let's look at the next one. Exercise 5.6 now. On page 192. Okay, dot product. Okay, dot product, I think should be okay, isn't it? Okay, dot product should be okay. So you just need to multiply and add. Okay, component by component accordingly. Component X and component X. All right, Y and Y, Z and Z. And then you add, you sum up, and then that's the answer. Okay, so dot product, I think it will be straightforward. Okay, 5 point. Okay, all right. Maybe we can take a look at exercise 5.7 quickly on page 196. All right. Okay. If people haven't done this, maybe I'll give you like a few seconds to do. This is very easy. It shouldn't take too long. You just need to compute. All right, the dot product, isn't it? Oh, sorry. Yeah, you find the angle first, angle between vectors, and then check whether vectors u and v are orthogonal or not. Okay, maybe 1 minute, or maybe just do one. I think. Select maybe what, B. Okay, try B. Just one question, because then the other two are the same, similar. Okay, try B for 5.7. You need to find angles too, angle, as well as you check whether the dot product equals 0, isn't it? Orthogonal, again, is about dot product. All right, you give me the angle. What is the angle? And then you just mention to me whether it's orthogonal or not for B. Okay, angle. Okay, one answer from Aini. Angle 41 degree, and then not orthogonal. Okay, all right. Any other different answer? Okay, any other different answer for this question? All right, okay, you got the same. Okay, when how you got the same? All right, okay, so this is the correct answer. All right, So not orthogonal means u dot v not equal 0. Okay, so u dot v not equal 0. That's when we said that two vectors are not orthogonal. So if you see, all right, u dot v equals 0, then it means the vectors are orthogonal vectors. Okay, so that is 5.7. Okay, so another two, A and C, basically they are just the same. I think you can do this. Okay, for 5.7. Okay, 5.8. Exercise 5.8 on page 198. All right. Direction angles of the following vectors and give the answer to the nearest degree. All right. Can I have one question? One answer for B for 5.8? For direction angles? So that means alpha, beta, gamma. Okay, alpha 149 degrees, beta 65 degrees, and gamma 107. Okay, any different answer? All right, anybody got differently? Okay, this one should be correct also. All right, so again, this is you gotten from cosine inverse over of alpha is minus 6 over, or in other words, you need to find its magnitude, isn't it? Okay, so I'm not going to compute. Basically, this is where it's like, because this is u, so basically it's like your u1 divided by the magnitude. Okay, so you got, okay, you will get that for alpha. Beta basically is the cosine inverse of the second component and the magnitude of the vector, and then this one third component, so u3 over magnitude of vector u. So that's how we find our direction angles. Okay, all right, exercise 5.9. On page 200. Find the cross product. Okay, find the cross product. Maybe you can give me answer for A. Just the one. So answer for A, for U cross V. Okay. Aini, minus 25 I plus 13J and then plus 29K. Anybody else got differently? Ashmita? Are you there, Ashmita? Okay, Ashmita, what did you get for U cross V for this question for A? Okay, you got the same answer. All right. Okay, so this is correct answer. So I hope that B also people can do this. Okay, cross product. Okay, and then 5.10. On page 202. Okay, check whether vectors U and V are parallel or not. Okay, check whether these vectors are parallel or not. Okay, maybe um I need people to give me all answers A, B, C. I'll give you 1 minute to try on, and then I'll just call up names for the answer. Maybe A, B, C. Okay, maybe A. Asmira. Asmira, are you there? Asmira, you give me the answer for A. And then for B, maybe Saran. Saran, if you're there, Saran, B. And then for C, Shami, if you're there. Shami, you give me the answer for C. Okay? Asmira, give me the answer for A. Alright, Asmira, give me the answer for A, B, Saran, C, Shami. Give me the answer for exercise 5.10. So determine whether vectors U and V are parallel or not. Or basically determine whether these vectors are parallel. So it's all about cross product. Parallel is cross product. Orthogonal is dot product. And if you don't get 0, you tell me what is the vector, what is the product. Asmira, are you there? Asmira? Asmira? Is Asmira there? Nor Asmira? Saran, are you there, Saran? Saran? Shahmi? Okay, no Asmira. Okay, no Asmira for A. Saran? Saran? Yeah? Say again, Asmira? Asmira?
Hello, madam.
Yes? Okay, Asmira? Yes, yes. Okay, what did you get?
Get 1i plus 13k minus
Plus 13K, plus 1I plus, okay? Plus,
1i plus 13k.
plus 13K, or, okay? Is it J okay? J okay? Okay, and then?
K.
Okay,
J.
K. J, all right, okay.
But
Okay, J, and then minus 5K, all right. Okay, so that means it's not equal 0. Okay, so that means not yes. So that means it's not
number
parallel.
K.
All right. Okay, that's it. Okay, thank you for your answer. Then we will check whether this is right or wrong. Okay, that is A. What about B? Saran? Saran B. And Shami. Shami is C. Saran? Saran not there. Shami? Shami? Or do I have two Shami in this class? Is Shami there? Shahmi Shahriman. Okay. So not there. Saran also not there. Okay. Anybody else? Shahirul Akmal? Shami, yes. What's your answer for C?
Parallel, madam.
Okay. So you
You,
got 0.
yeah,
Okay.
0, 0.
All
Yes.
right. So that means this is parallel. Okay. Thank you. What about B? Saran? Saran, are you there? Saran? Saran, are you there? Okay. Anybody else got B? Answer for B? Shahirul Akmal? Shahirul? Shahirul Akmal? Denaswaran? Denaswaran? Hazim? Hazim Hamizi? Denaswaran. Denaswaran. What did you get for B? Okay, Denaswaran, what did you get for B? Exercise 5.10. Okay, 4i minus 14j minus 2k. Okay, so that means this is not equal 0. So that means not parallel. Okay, so I hope the rest of you got the same answer, because I don't do this, so I assume that this is correct. So if there's any discrepancy or any different answer, you just let us know. Okay, so I suppose this is all correct. Okay, so the thing is, if question asks you to um, determine whether it's parallel vectors or not. It is all about cross product. Parallel is cross product. Orthogonal is dot product. Okay, so just need to remember that. Don't get mixed up. Okay. All right. So that is 5.10. Okay. Maybe 5.11 now. Okay. I give you sometimes to try 5.11 and then let me know the answer for exercise 5.11. Okay, try this question, then I'll just ask people to share the answer or give the answer for this. Area of a parallelogram PQRS. So you are given point. Okay, PQRS, point, and then find the area of parallelogram. Okay, remember, area of a parallelogram. So area of a parallelogram is a magnitude of cross product. Okay. Okay, try that. Oh, you also have find the area of a triangle. Question 2, Question 1 is a parallelogram, area of a parallelogram. Question 2 is about area of a triangle, and then question 3 is about U cross V and area of triangle between vector U and vector V. Okay, never mind. Just one question for exercise 5.11. Question 1 only, and then question 2 and 3. I suppose this one also similar. If you can do question 1, then you should be able to do question 2 and 3 as well. Because this is all about cross product and its magnitude. Okay, magnitude of a cross product. So every time it's about area of a triangle or area of a parallelogram is a magnitude of the cross product. It's just that parallelogram is magnitude of cross product. Triangle, it has to be, you have a half there, half times area of a parallelogram. Okay, so half time magnitude of cross product. So that is triangle. Okay, just give me answer for one only for exercise 5.11. Okay, Yasagi got the answer. 28 units square. All right. (28 units square). Anybody else got any different answer? All right, okay. Can you give me the cross product? Anybody? I just want to know what's the cross product for this. What do you get for the cross product? 12i plus 24j plus 8k. Okay, so this is a cross product, 12i plus 24j plus 8k. Okay, so back to this one. Basically, you have your 4 points that make up a triangle, a parallelogram. So assuming this is PQRS, okay. So again, what you need to do, you need to establish a cross product of two vectors, okay, from two vectors. So again, either you say PQ cross PS, that is one possibility, or you can say QR cross QP, all right, or you can establish uh, RS cross with RQ, also can, or you can say uh, SP vector cross with SR vector, also can. So you have actually more than one possibility to establish the two vectors to get the cross product. Okay, so whichever vector you use, all right, then you will get the answer for area will be the same. Okay, which is in this case is 28 units square. Okay, so the point here is that when you establish the vector, it has to be, remember the vector, the two vector must have the same initial point, same initial point. All right. Okay, so area of a parallelogram. So basically, area of a parallelogram okay, is magnitude of the cross product. So if I'm using U and V, so that means it's U cross V. This is area of a parallelogram. Okay, so then for area of a triangle, then it will be half of that. Okay, all right. Okay, so area of a parallelogram and area of a triangle. Okay, so then I think question 2 should be okay, as well as question 3 also. I think this one should be okay as well. So question 2 basically is similar to the example I gave you in class. Okay, you are given a 3-point PQR and then find area of a triangle. So you just need to establish, two vectors, all right, in which initial point is the same. So then you cross that vector, those two vectors, and then find its magnitude, all right, and then you just need to multiply by half. So then you got your area of a triangle. That is question 2. Okay, all right, exercise 5.12. Okay, this is the last one before the break, and then after that we can look at exercise chapter 5. So this is exercise now. Exercise 5.12. This is about volume. Okay, volume of a parallelopipe. Maybe we'll take a look at just one question. Maybe we'll take a look at C. Anyone? Okay, maybe I'll give you again sometimes. Compute this. Remember, volume of a parallelopipe is using what we call scalar triple product. Okay, scalar triple product. So scalar triple product means if we are talking about U, V, and W vectors, so it will be U dot, and then you have your V cross W. This is what we call scalar triple product. All right. So again, this one also, you have three possibilities. Either you say like this, you have more than one possibilities. Okay, either you say like this, or you say V dot, okay, U cross W also can, or you can say W dot with U cross V also can. Okay, so this is what we call scalar triple product. But then to get the volume, all right, of a parallelepiped, basically it will be, again, is the magnitude of scalar triple product. And that magnitude can be also seen as a absolute value, okay, can be regarded as absolute value, okay, because then inside this scalar triple product, your answer is already a number, okay, because this is all numbers, final answer is a number because it's all dot, because dot means it's scalar. So you will get a number, but with this absolute value, it could be that your answer inside scalar is a negative number. So then you can regard this as your like absolute value. So if you have a negative, then you put final answer has to be written as positive because volume is a positive number. Okay, so try quickly see and then give me the answer. After that, we can have a break. Okay, we can take a break for 5 minutes. Okay, just one question C. One Nurul Ain, do you have the answer for C? 18. All right. Okay, 18 unit cube. Anybody got different answer? Okay, Ashmita, you got the same. Okay, so then this is correct one, This is the, I suppose this is a correct answer. Okay? All right, okay, we'll take a break for 5 minutes and then after that we will look at straight away exercise chapter 5. Okay, so 5 minutes break. All right, okay, everyone. I hope you are there. Okay, let's continue this. Let's now look at exercise chapter 5. Okay, so basically for exercise chapter 5, you have altogether about like 20 questions. Okay, but basically they are all similar to the exercise, all right, question which we have looked at earlier. All right, so then I don't think that it's going to be like big problem to you. Okay, for example, like question 1. So perhaps we can go through this together quickly. Okay, find the distance between these 2 points. Again, I think question 1. Okay, question 1 should be okay. All right, for everyone. Question 2 also similar to the exercises earlier. Okay, find vector represented by the directed line segment AB. So again, A and B, A is not at the initial point. So those are the vectors A, which is not at the initial point. So it's not at the origin. So that means again, when you find your vector AB, make sure it is a correct component, all right, correct vector. So you have your terminal minus initial like that. So I think this question 2 also should be okay. All right. What do we mean by, okay, question 3. What do we mean by standard basis vector? Express each of the vector below in standard basis. Standard basis means, okay, standard basis means is the IJK. Okay, IJK expression. Okay, it means that it is an expression using unit vector IJK. All right, so like say for example like A, V equals 1 minus 5. Okay, that means if you have your 1 minus 5 vector like this, that means it's the same as I minus 5j. So basically that is what they call standard basis. Okay, so again, question 3 should be straightforward. Okay, so for 2 component vector, it's only I and j. For 3 components, 3 dimensional, so you have your I, j, and k. Okay, question 4 also I think should be okay, because then question 4 is arithmetic operation. Okay, scalar multiplication plus with addition and subtraction. So straightforward. Okay, question 4. 5 also I think should be okay, because basically question 5 is asking you to just compute for magnitude. Okay, compute for magnitude. So you have done this many times, so it should be okay. Okay, 6. All right, 6. They ask you to express the following vector in standard basis vector term and find the unit vector. All right, basically they just want you to express in terms of IJK. Okay, if it's a 3-dimensional, it's IJK. If it's a 2-dimensional, it is your I and J. And then they ask you to find the unit vector. Again, it's a find a unit vector in the direction of the given vector. Okay, there's a missing statement there, in the direction or in the same direction. Okay, in the direction or in the same direction. Okay, so there's a missing word, but again, it will be that vector V divided by its magnitude. All right, and you write in terms of your I, J, K. All right, so I think also question 6, all right, should be okay. All right, shouldn't be a problem to you for 6. Okay, 7. You're given P, Q, and R vector. Find the following operation. All right, there's an operation there, and then with the magnitude. That means still is about magnitude. Okay, finding magnitude actually for question 7. But of course, you have to follow. All right, the first one is a magnitude of a sum of P and Q. So you add those 2 vectors first, then only you find the magnitude. B also, you have magnitude of P first, and then magnitude of Q, and then you add both. Okay, C, you have a scalar. All right, scalar multiplication. All right, so I think 7 also should be okay. You can compute this correctly. So make sure you compute it correctly. Okay. All right, 8. You are given U and V. Find U dot V. Straightforward. Should be okay. 9. Calculate the dot product of U and V. Also, you can do this. Okay, so by now you know how to do all this. 10. Calculate the angle between the following vectors and approximate to the nearest degree. Okay, use your formula. Cosine theta equals to U dot V over magnitude of U times magnitude of V. So that's the formula. So just rearrange, okay, the formula. So I think this one also should be straightforward as well. You know how to do this. Okay, 11. What is the value of U dot V if U equals 4, magnitude V equals 3, and the angle between U and V is 3 over 4 pi or 3 pi over 4? Okay, 11. Is there any problem for 11? Or is it straightforward? Similar to example, right? One of the example I gave in class. Okay, this is basically you just need to find U dot V using definition, using the theorem. Again, the theorem is your cosine theta equals to U dot V divided by magnitude of U times magnitude of V. So basically, all right, theta is given, magnitude of U is given, magnitude of V is given. This is what you want to find. So just a matter of rearranging, right? So I think 11 should also be okay for you. You can do this. 11 should not be a problem. Okay, maybe people can try number 12. See what answer you get. Okay, for 12 maybe. For what values of y are the vectors yi minus 2j plus 3yk and 6i plus j plus 3yk orthogonal? Okay, I'll give you some times, 1 minute. Try this. All right, everyone. Okay, question 12. Okay, everybody find this, compute this. See what did you get for y? All right, okay. Anybody? What's the answer for y for question 12? Hidir, are you there, Hidir? Hidir? Hidir, are you there?
Yes, madam.
Okay. Have you gotten Y for question 12?
Not yet, madam. Tengah
Okay.
buat.
All right. Okay.
Madam, I think this question the value of the problem.
What do you mean a problem?
Because after I can get is 9y squared plus 6y minus 2 equals to 0. Then I press calculator, they will give two values is 0, is not a preferred number.
Yeah, can possible. You have two answers because basically what you're going to get here is actually is equation, isn't it? You are solving equation for
Yeah.
Y.
Oh. So that means we get two answers for this.
Possible.
Alright then.
y, okay, Fidel, 2 over 15, right? Basically, you're going to solve for this, the one that I've showed you, right? Because this is orthogonal, all right? For what values of y are these two vectors orthogonal?
Zero point two four four.
One value,
Two value. This is the one.
0.244, another one,
Negative 0.911.
negative 0,
911.
0.911. Okay, Fidel, y equals 2 over 15. Yasagi also 2 over 15. Anek, y equals to minus 2 over 3. Okay, so basically, this is the one, right, that you need to solve. Okay, so then basically, you just need to solve this. So if you dot, so it means 6y, okay, plus 1 times minus 2, so you get your minus 2. Okay, and then plus, you have your 9y squared equal 0. So this is like a quadratic equation, right? So in other words, this is the same as to say this is 9y squared plus 6y, okay, minus 2 equal 0. So one way to solve for quadratic equation, if you cannot factorize, okay, perhaps you might want to just use your quadratic formula. Minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, using your quadratic formula. Okay, your minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. This is your what we call quadratic formula. Alright, so this is quadratic equation. So you can just try using that. So minus b, that means minus, alright, minus 6 plus minus square root of 6 squared minus 4ac over 2a. So perhaps you can get actually two answers. Alright, so I'm not going to proceed this. I just show you how to do it. So you got two answers. So I suppose maybe okay. Alright, Yasagi also got this 0.244 and y minus. Okay, so I suppose people will get these two answers, okay, for y values. Okay? Alright. So let's move on. Okay. 13, I think this one also we have done just now. Direction angles. Okay, so it's similar to previous exercise in the book. Alright, direction angles. So you have your alpha, beta, gamma. So again, this one I think should be okay. 13. Okay, cross product 14. You have done this also. Just make sure it's a correct plus minus. Okay, make sure your determinant 2 by 2. Alright, is correct. Okay, you compute correctly. 15 also about cross product should be okay. 16, okay, you have just done that just now, exercises for area of a parallelogram as well as area of a triangle. Okay, so that means 16, 17, even 18 also. 16, 17, 18. Okay, finding area of a parallelogram, finding area of a triangle. So we have just done that earlier, okay, in the exercises. So this one I think again should be okay. Just make sure you remember that, well, you don't have to remember, you don't have to memorize anyway, because final exam is basically open book. So formula you can just get it from your textbook. Okay, so again, area of a parallelogram is a magnitude of a cross product. Area of a triangle is half of that. Okay, half times the magnitude of that cross product. So that is how we found just now area of a parallelogram and area of a triangle. Okay, but the thing is, the one that you need to pay attention for such question, like question 16 and 17, is make sure you establish the correct two vectors. Okay, when you want to do the cross product. Okay, you are given points, so you make sure you know how to establish the right two vectors. And those two vectors, remember, it has to be two vectors which initial point is the same. Okay, all right. So make sure, all right, you pay attention on that. Okay, 19. 19 also, just now we have done that. Volume of a parallelepiped is a magnitude of your scalar triple product. Okay, so it should be okay also. As well as okay, maybe the last one. This one. Determine whether the following vectors are orthogonal, parallel, or neither. Okay, this is like two-in-one question because of the word orthogonal. Orthogonal. Okay, so orthogonal. So immediately you remember about dot product. If it is parallel, the word is parallel. It's about cross product. So when the question said both, determine whether following vectors are orthogonal, parallel, or neither. That means you need to do both. Okay, that means you need to check both dot product as well as cross product. Okay, dot product as well as cross product. Okay, maybe we'll take a look at or you try maybe just one question. Maybe you try let's see. Maybe you try C, maybe try C, and okay, just try one question and tell me what you get for your cross product. Okay, you tell me what is your U cross V, and then you tell me what is your U dot V. Then from there we can actually answer whether it's orthogonal or parallel or neither. Okay. U cross V. Yes, again, U cross V. Is it U cross V or U dot V, that one? Minus 96, yes, again.
U dot
Because,
V.
okay, U dot, because kalau if it's cross, then it has to be a vector, isn't it? Alright? If it's a cross, it has to be a vector. So your 90 minus 96, I suppose, is U dot V. Alright? What about U cross V?
Negative 16.
Cross V, U cross V.
Uh,
U cross V is a vector.
it's a U cross V is a negative 16i
Okay, negative 16i.
minus
Okay.
64
Minus 64.
J.
64J.
Yeah.
Okay.
Minus 100K.
Okay. So if we got like this, that means U cross V is not equal 0. Okay, which means this is not equal 0. It's not equal 0 means not equal 0 vector. Okay. And this is not equal 0 also. Okay. Alright. So that means your answer would be neither. That means U and V neither orthogonal, okay, nor parallel. Okay, this is what it means. Neither means, alright, it's not orthogonal nor parallel. Okay, U and V are not orthogonal nor parallel. So you can say neither. Okay, neither orthogonal or parallel. Okay. So I hope everybody else also got the same thing. So that means for this C is neither. The answer is neither. Okay. All right. Anyone got any question? Anybody got any question? Can you have two vectors orthogonal and parallel? Does it make sense? Two vectors orthogonal and parallel. Does it make sense? No. Okay. That means it's either, if it is orthogonal, it means it's orthogonal, not parallel. Or if you have it's parallel, both vector parallel, that means it's not orthogonal. But you can have two vectors neither. That means not parallel, not orthogonal. So that is possible. Okay. All right. So I suppose that's all. All right, for your BEEU 1013 Technical Mathematics for this semester. Then you should be hopefully you should be ready for your final exam, which is in just 1 week time. Okay, not that very long. Next week. All right. So I hope you are able to do the revision. All right, for most of the questions. Again, there's a review exercises in the book. All right, review exercises in the book. Now, if okay, as I promised last time, I'm going to give you answers for application. Okay, application of trigonometry, the one that we did not discuss. Remember the application trigonometry, there are many questions last time. Okay, but if let's say I don't have time to prepare for the answer, okay, in my opinion, or whatever questions that we have discussed in class, all right, that time, I think that is actually is more than enough. Okay, more than enough. All right, for your preparation for final exam. Okay, it's more than enough. After all, application of trigonometry is just one question. Okay, in the final exam. Okay, so definitely with 2.5 hours, we are not going. I think normally we are not going to give you very difficult question for that particular question. After all, as I mentioned, diagram is actually provided. Okay, so it's enough for you to actually just review the one that we have discussed. Okay, as your preparation for the final exam. Okay, as well as in your textbook also you got 7 review exercises. 7 review exercises. So actually a lot to try. Okay, whether you have time or not. Okay, because after all you are going to also review other subject as well, not only this paper. But this paper somehow is on your first day of your final exam. So perhaps you might want to, I think you will pay more attention to that, all right? Hopefully. Okay? All right? Now, anyone got any question to
Yeah,
ask?
madam, agree. Regarding the last time that I asked about the trigonometry, the
Okay,
last
yeah,
question
I know.
31.
I think that's question actually that's a hint also. It's given from the question actually. That question I think that's it mentioned because of it mentioned something about the direction. Okay. So there's something that you can actually determine from that question. Maybe I'll look at it again, and I will just let you know only. Because then it's okay if other people also don't actually look at that question. Okay. All right. As I mentioned, it's actually for that the application of trigonometry is actually is enough to review the one that we are discussing in class. The one that we did not do, I think it should be okay. Okay, as part of the preparation for your final exam. Okay, you might want to also try and look at all the review exercises. That is also it's a good exercise also. All right, and if you look at the review exercises also, there's also a question on application. Okay, question on application question. Okay, but review exercises, I think if you look at those review exercises, there's if I'm not mistaken, there's an answer if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's the answer given also. Answer for review exercise. Okay, so they provide you with the answer, so you can check. All right. I hope there's no mistake lah. Okay, because of course I didn't do all this. I didn't check. Okay, whether the answer given there is that got mistake or not. But I suppose is all correct. Okay. All right. Okay. So but again, you have about 1 week. All right. To do the revision. So I really wish you all the best. All the best and good luck. All right. Okay. Anybody else got any other question as regard to final exam? Anyone? Okay. If there's no question, all right. I suppose we can end the session early today. All right. Okay, as I mentioned again earlier, just to remind you, preparation for the final exam itself in terms of the answer sheets, make sure you are ready, alright? You write down your name and your metric number already in every pages. And then you make sure that you follow all the guidelines given, like naming of your file correctly. Okay, make sure also you have your calculator ready on that day, okay, that morning. Okay, your textbook also is there handy, all right, so that you can refer straight away the formula if necessary. All right, and the most important thing is try not to make any careless mistake, especially in calculation. All right, so try to avoid any careless mistake. All right, and I will try my best to finish marking your assignment 3 quickly, and then I will share with you your 60% coursework mark so that you know where your standing is, okay, before the final exam. All right, because then after that, after you finish your exam, I'm sure you can actually try to mark your own paper, and then you can see how much you will get for your final exam. Okay, then you can have like some rough idea what your grade will be, okay, for this course. All right. Okay, so I wish you all the best, wish you all the best and good luck in your final exam for this paper as well as other papers as well. And if you happen to maybe soon, if you come to the university, once our university is open, for physical classes, then if you happen to be in the campus, okay, by all means, drop by, all right, and say hi, whatever, okay. In case I don't teach you anymore after this, okay. So I wish you all the best and good luck. Okay. All right.
Thank you, madam.
Okay, you're welcome. All right. Okay.
See you soon. hopefully.
Inshallah, hopefully. So if you bump into me, just say hi. I mean,
Will do, madam. Will do.
okay. All right. Say again.
Will do, madam.
Oh, okay. All right. Good.
Thank you for
Okay.
teaching us.
All right. All the best for your calculus next semester.
Okay, madam.
I think if I'm not mistaken, who's going to teach you next sem? Maybe.
Thank you, madam.
Okay, welcome. I think it's a male lecturer next semester for you, for mathematics, for calculus. All right. Okay. All the best and good luck in your final exam.
Thank you, madam.
Okay, welcome.
Madam.
Okay, welcome.